Merry Christmas and story time. I'm just gonna wait and see who wants to show up. Got a little scenery down the street, and it's been a little while since I did live. This one is just gonna be quick little story time for, well, all of you. I don't know how long it's been since I did a live, but I wanted to share with you kind of some predictions. Some of you like predictions, and I don't know, maybe a preview of what's coming in 2026. Maybe. So over the last, well, we could say 10 years, but especially over the last 5 years, a lot of things have unfolded. And people shouting out the predictions and saying, oh, this is going to happen this week or next month or this month and all that kind of stuff. It should be pretty tiring and old for most of you. I hope it is. But if not, I do have a prediction that I want to share with you. And the funny thing is, I've kind of been saying the same thing for many years already. And that is, things are going to continue playing out slowly. I think the first time I really laid that out on all of my channels, and almost in a warning sort of way, was the midterms of 2022 before November, when a certain president made a certain announcement, because that was the moment that everything clicked for me, that we're not going to have an event suddenly anytime soon. Anything is possible, and that disclaimer isn't going anywhere, but all you need is the hindsight of the last 5 to 10 years to see how things are playing out. And yes, I do have some disclaimer / predictions about Pastor Bob Joyce too. I've kind of been saying them already, but I'm going to switch over to my VIP crew on this channel and elsewhere, those of you who you know who you are, and continue the conversation semi-publicly for the reason that it needs to be that way. I'll just share a couple tidbits with all of you before I go. There's Cassie. Cassie's over there. Okay, so what I wanted to share with all of you, that yes, it does apply to Pastor Bob and celebrity things. Lots of celebrities in the spotlight and have been, and theories that people have been wondering, you know, is this one good? Is this one bad? You know, what's their agenda? What's this and that? Okay, generally speaking, the prediction is that these things need to continue happening slowly and painfully. Trust me, it's painful for me to watch things play out too, because so many things that I've talked about the last 5 to 10 years are happening. But it's so painfully slow that, you know, you can't always just point to something and say, Yeah, see that thing I told you? But that's how it's also meant to be. And it's a process for everyone. It's a process for you to figure out what's most important in your life and pay attention to how God is speaking to you, teaching you, and you can either use it or lose it. And if you use it, you're going to come out, I believe, on top in the end. You will, in some way or another. But if you just go through this time complaining, upset, oh, I wish this was better, that was better, instead of being grateful for what you do have, you're going to come out on the other side and wish you had things done differently. And so that's one of the reasons I started my channels years ago in the first place, was to help others navigate this craziness of everything. But it's ultimately up to the individual, and there's no way around that. So at the same time, that's why we shouldn't stress so much. Don't worry about what others think about you, about what's going on. You can only control yourself, really. But that's good, because that means you can also control how you feel about things a lot of the time. And just praying sometimes, asking God, hey, show me what you want me to do. And sooner or later, the door will open. Hey there, Alice Pack. Welcome back, and Merry Christmas. So, like I said, I'm going to wrap it up there so I can do a sort of special story time with the VIP crew on here in a few minutes. And that'll probably be live as well. But, okay. I promised a prediction. And this big prediction is going to be, assuming that we stay on the track that we are now, these whole 4 years going on to 2028, yes, there's going to be a lot of things that happen, but it will be at least appearing to be organic and slow. But with it is going to come a lot of people, including, I think, a lot of you watching this, to realize, wow, I can't believe we were told that all these years. And this happened, we found out this. But if you don't want people to be shocked and just going crazy, it has to be slow. So a lot of people aren't going to want to receive that message. Everybody would rather hear the hopium and, oh yeah, next week, next month it's going to happen, and blah, blah, blah. And everything is going to, we're going to go to 5D new world, and everybody's going to live kumbaya, happy together. I'm sorry, if you believe the Bible, even mostly, then you know better. It's not negative thinking, it's just realistic. But at the same time, I'm as excited as ever for what's playing out, what we're witnessing, and not giving you any hype. It's going to play out slowly. So what are you going to do with this time? That is my question for all of you. What are you going to do with this next, just 3 years? We're talking about this 4-year period. What are you going to do with the next 3 years? Make use out of it. Enjoy it. Enjoy these historical events playing out, but don't hype yourself up, because you're just going to be disappointed. So, hey, John Paul, Merry Christmas. I appreciate you and Alice Pack and all of you watching. I'm going to do some more story time over Christmas and New Year's, starting with one that I want to share with the VIP crew here shortly. But It's been a wild year, as many of you know from me, and I'm just really looking to start in 2026. But I don't know, every day I feel like that. But yeah, it's been one of those years that I'm kind of looking forward to flipping the calendar to my George, which I already have a George calendar that's on January in the studio, but you know what I mean. So thank you all. I'll see you again soon. Take care and God bless and Merry Christmas.